What's up guys, Kyokai1994 here, going to talk to you about anything, you guessed it, Dragon Ball, from Ball to Z and everything in between, and I'm happy to be back here again to talk to you guys about more Dragon Ball side stories on the channel. With Dragon Ball Super ending in a few weeks, it makes it even more entertaining to myself and I assume others to try to make up stuff that the series may do or what we want it to do whenever a new Dragon Ball series is finally given to us and finally returns to the Japanese airways. But we are here today to try to talk about some funny ideas me and a special guest had about a specific area in the Dragon Ball universe. But before we dive into that, I want to introduce my special guest here to the channel for the very first time, another fellow very hardworking Dragon Ball YouTuber with a full-time job and a family and is always pumping out amazing content. So I want to introduce the Brit with all of the Dragon Ball wit, my friend Mark. What's up, man? How are you doing today, Mark?
Hey guys, it's great to be here. Well, that was some introduction. Hopefully I can live up to that. Yeah, I've got a bit of wit and hopefully it'll be shared in this kind of amusing conversation. Probably my first go at YouTube comedy. So it's great to be here. Today we're talking hell. Looking forward to it.
Exactly. That is definitely what we're talking about today. But if you guys want to check out the Dragon Ball Dad, you have to go and hit the link that I'm going to leave in the description below. So you can get down to Mark's channel and check out the loads of creative topics that he has on his channel because he's always pumping out new and original ideas. But recently, I've kind of been going over the series and I got into the topic of filler with some friends. And I've basically been rewatching it and kind of just thinking about it. And that's pretty much what's led to today's conversation with Mark. I know that there's a whole debate on like what makes filler good, if it should even be in the series or not. I know that there's plenty of good and bad reasons for each, plus the whole phrase of not canon being thrown around by a lot of the community. Basically, me and Mark are throwing all of that out of the window. It's just a fun little side story chat of some kind of manga panels we would like to see, or maybe even a small little movie segment or something funny. So we're not going to worry about those phrases today. We're going to actually just dive into talking about my favorite filler segment of Z, and that is the home for infinite losers. So we are going to hop into our ideas about hell. And I really, out of all of these, I love when Goku went to hell. I thought it was very comical. A lot of funny moments came from it. That and his whole, like, running to Snake Way. We get to see the Princess Snake and everything. It's very interesting, and I think that it was a really good thing to introduce all of that into the actual series. In my whole idea of filler and everything, it's nice to have filler to kind of differentiate ideas from the manga or give the manga, time to actually be written in some of the show's cases that do that. But again, I really enjoyed seeing Goku go to hell because we got introduced to Gaz and Mez. That's really what I was happy about. I love seeing those guys. We've seen plenty of jokes on them from Team 4 Star and just from other YouTubers. And I think that Gaz and Mez have been doing so well down in their position of hell that they were given a health school. And I would love to see some just one-shots or some funny segments of them teaching different health school or spa orientated activities to all of the members of hell. And like I said, there's no canon, there's no takeaways. It's all the villains that we've seen are in hell. So I think it would create a lot of funny moments in between some of them and their teachers. I don't know what your thoughts about that are, Mark.
Oh yeah, Gaz and Mez could give us some hilarious moments. Actually, they remind me of my PE teacher at school, my gym coach, as you guys would call it. And he got done for flashing, so, ooh. But that's just some suppressed memories for you guys. I think there'd be some hilarious moments from this. I'd love to see Yamcha end up in that health school, because I'd really see Yamcha taking it so seriously, and finally being on top of his training, and everybody being just looking at him, kind of going, Yamcha's taking training seriously, like we see Krillin do when he's in the canon hell. Well, not the canon hell, but the hell we see in the series. So So Yamcha there just giving it all, and everybody just looking on, thinking, Yamcha, you're really into this, but this is kind of a strange thing to be into. Him stood there in his leotard, maybe. I think that'd be kind of a funny image.
Yeah, like, because I assume that since they're all in the health school and everything together, that they would all have to wear some kind of, like, gym outfit or PE clothes that you'd be given in, you know, like, in grade school and stuff like that, and I think it would be real funny. But I would love to be able to see interactions between, like, Frieza and Cell, like, talking trash about, like, other characters who may have fallen off the way. Because, like, I know that it'd be cool to kind of give the opportunity to throw all of these side characters, like Yamcha and Kudadin and all of them, into hell, like, by having them accidentally maybe fall off Snake Way each time in the original series. Maybe everybody, that was the part of the test to get to King Kai's world, was to get out of hell, even though it's not said that way. It's a side story. We could think however we want. But it'd be real interesting to see, you know, two villains talking trash about this hero all of a sudden or anything like that. And then just having basic PE, like, little problems between these universe and planet destroying, you know, villains, and just getting to see these mundane little activities, or Gaz and Mez, you know, just using their position in hell to torture these dudes in doing jumping jacks for years.
Cousin Mez Yoga School. I can just imagine Frieza and Cell teaming up.
Exactly.
Give us some lotus positions.
That would definitely be something.
Game of dodgeball. Game of dodgeball would go down really well with their power.
Dodgeball would always be fun. It would be just like the baseball thing. You could always, like, you know, channel your ki into actually, like, propelling the ball into somebody. But having the yoga school would be hilarious. Having to see all of them in a leotard doing things that they definitely don't want to be doing. But it is good to stretch after your workout. And these dudes all have, you know, incredible muscles. So they have to do the yoga. And you know, it's hell, so you're not able to say no to it. They have to do it. And I think that would be hilarious. But I know that you wanted to talk about one person in particular that you wanted to see run down Snake Way and possibly be put into hell, if you wanted to talk about your thoughts on that idea.
I was just expanding on the Yamcha stuff that I've just been talking about. We said that Yamcha could end up in hell like that by trying to chat up Princess Snake, because he's a bit of a lady killer, and somehow he doesn't get killed. If this was Super Yamcha, he'd definitely be killed, but he manages to survive and falls off. And
he's still Z Yamcha, so he's still got the slick ways with the girls and the professional baseball money and stuff like that.
Yeah, so he manages to survive getting eaten and fall off into hell. And in the Ocean dub, as you said earlier, hell is called Home for Infinite Losers, or something along those lines, to not upset the Christians. Like we have Hercule called Mr. Satan, that kind of changeover. Makes no sense. They probably saved themselves 2 complaint letters. But anyway, he ends up down there. And for me, Yamcha's idea of hell, what would that be? Well, Yamcha being Yamcha, it's maybe reliving all the losses he's had. He could just be constantly killed by his Cyberman, with everybody laughing at him. Or he could
See, that also kind of ties into the Reborn as Yamcha one-shots. Well, I guess it's 3 chapters, but the one story of Reborn as Yamcha that's come out, that's kind of what that was. They talk about how every time he died, he's been recreated, or there's other characters, actually, it's not him. Chaozu, sorry, spoiler alert, I kind of threw that one out. But the character that is Chaozu is another human that is relived and relived and relived. So every time he's died, he's actually been recreated as Chaozu every single time. So that could be a hell. That is that is one of the layers of hell that they do talk about.
There's lots more of. There's so much more we could do to Yamcha.
Exactly.
We could have him watch Vegeta steal Bulma again and again.
But no. But the thing about it is not just watch it. Like, he has to be there for the whole time. The whole time. From the first words. Well, I guess the first embrace, whenever the training room blows up and she's like, we're going to have to get him to the hospital room. He has to watch it from there to, like, physically being in the hospital room whenever Trunks is born.
Oh, Jesus. I can imagine Yamcha actually being just in despair in the corner as Vegeta gets his Saiyan moves on with Bulma. He could even throw up the line, Yamcha didn't do it like this.
Oh, and, like, because I would assume the whole fact is that they can't see him, but he can see them, and so, like, that would be great if she just talks smack on Yamcha the whole relationship.
The worst thing is I
Oh,
actually like Yamcha,
but-
but it's just so easy to put him in these kind of bad situations.
Yeah, I feel bad for him. He seems like a okay guy. I mean, he is what seems like a womanizer, but it does seem like it's for more of a gag because, I mean, it's fictional.
Yeah.
Like, it seems as a joke, like he's just not good with ladies, and now he's okay with ladies, but still bad. Like, because that's the thing is, like, from Dragon Ball, he used to not be able to even talk
Yeah.
to women. But now he can talk to women, but I feel like he always screws it up at one point. Like, so like, he still has that curse of, like, not being able to be the best with the
Yeah.
opposite sex.
The best thing he achieved was buying that car, and even that got blew up on the Tree of Might, you know, when he's proud of his car. That could be another moment that he just watches.
A lot of his stuff just gets destroyed. A lot of his
Yeah.
hopes and dreams are just out the window.
Yeah, his baseball money goes, his women go, his power goes.
His money goes.
Yeah, Yamcha.
Because he has to be broke. Why is he living at Kame House?
Yeah, I can imagine Yamcha, you know, when you get a new job and there's kind of an old guy who works there who says, you know, when I was a kid, I was close to being a professional footballer. If I hadn't got injured, I'd be a millionaire now. Or I was on the Bucks for a while and I was the best player there, but I got injured, and kind of gloat about how they should have been a success, but now they're just kind of scrubbing the floors. No offense to janitors, but yeah, I can imagine Yamcha ending up like that when he's old.
But he'll actually be able to kind of say the different, like, he'll be like, yeah, I was a professional baseball player and made, like, a lot of money, but, like,
Gone.
I really didn't want to do that. I wanted to be a fighter, man, you know what I mean? I really wanted to save the universe, but I got to watch all my friends save the universe as I laid in a hole
Oh.
with a hand by me.
Yeah, it didn't go to plan for Yamcha, did it?
But having Yamcha actually have his adventure down Snake Way still kind of brings back, like, the opportunity that this could be real, being maybe that there's a second adventure in the Reborn as Yamcha series that would be canon to that whole franchise. But it would be interesting to see him go down Snake Way, you know, have his adventure with Princess Snake, being knocked off or whatever he does, and then being in this, what we were talking about earlier are these personalized hells. And that's where part of this gets tricky is technically in Super, we would think that Frieza should have been in the Home for Infinite Losers, he should have been in Hell, he should have been there. But he wasn't, he was somewhere where King Yama said he was on Earth's Hell. So he was in a personalized hell where he was in a cocoon with a band of lovely teddy bears and rabbits that were all stuffed playing instruments and singing lovely lullabies to him for eternity. And that kind of brought up the idea of what if that's how everybody should be now that this is not canon, but this is one of the newer ideas of what hell might be. So we were kind of thinking, me and Mark, about selling Goku's version of personalized hells, because everybody wants to fight for Goku and say that he's such a great person, but I believe him to be fairly selfish with a lot of his decisions, even though he may not be the main cause of something. His selfishness may be the root cause of something years and years and years down the line. So that's why I think that maybe he would have his own personalized hell, but I think the better one to start with would be Cell's personalized hell, because we all agree that he's a pretty bad guy.
Yeah.
And I would love to see him get his day in court and have to live eternity in hell. I don't know if you have any funny little ideas for Cell's version of hell.
Oh, we had a lot. We centered it all around his hate for Gohan. So he has to watch Gohan from the Lord Slug film, just playing his flute, dancing around him all day, that and song that he played to annoy Piccolo and eventually get the win. We had drunk Gohan from was it the Dead Zone movie? Drunk off the fruit, just kind of skipping around in a world. And we had Cell's ultimate nightmare, one of his children, one of his Cell Juniors, marrying his worst enemy Gohan and growing up in front of him. Happy ever after, they have little Cell Gohans, Gohels, born
Go
in front of him.
Goels. I like that, the Goels.
Yeah, and he's kind of just got to watch this dysfunctional family that he hates grow in front of him. They could come and visit with good old dad Gohan and say, "Hey, Cell, how you doing?" And he could just hate every second of it. This man killed me. I'll never be as strong as he is.
And then he gets to see his grand Cell grow up to love her father, or his father, who is Gohan, and would ultimately give its life for Gohan to save him in some kind of life-saving event. And that would be, I would feel, Cell's personal hell, as well as some other things I was thinking that would be funny. Goku always popping in to ask Cell if he wanted to fight, and then going, but you're tied up. I guess I'll see you later, and leaving again. I think that would be another good form of hell. Not only Goku coming in, somebody who he hates, but popping in and asking if he wants to fight, and then leaving when he realizes that you can't escape. I thought those were two minorly funny ideas we could see. And these personalized hells, I think, work better as small little anime segments that would be funny, more than manga one-shots.
Yeah, these are kind of wacky. They'll probably think we've been eating some of that fruit that Gohan was eating, to come out with some of these things. Yeah, you had an idea about Goku's hell. Do you want to go into that one now?
So, I don't think Goku would be tied up completely. There would have to be a pause on his training. There would have to be some form of him not being able to do more moves than are necessary to actually, like, do daily life. So, like, maybe like a shock collar of if he does a push-up, he gets shocked. If he walks faster than 2 miles an hour, shock. Stuff like that. So that would be one ultimate thing of him not being able to train. That would be terrible. But while he's not able to train, I feel that either in front of him or over some kind of God tube TV technology, he should be forced to watch Vegeta train for the rest of his life. Well, I guess that I say rest of his life, but I guess the rest of Vegeta's life, and then whenever Vegeta passes away, he can be sent down to Goku's hell and can train in front of him actually for eternity. And I think that'd
be heaven for Vegeta. Permanently stronger than Goku.
Well, but you gotta think he's had his turn since he was the evil Saiyan from the Saiyan saga to now being this great family man, so he deserves to be in the good place. Yeah. So, I don't know if you've ever seen this show. It's a show I recently binged called The Good Place, about where they have to obtain points, and whoever obtains the best points goes to the good place, and all the others go to the bad place, so it gives, like, numerical value to all of your actions in life. But, I think Vegeta earns it to be in the good place, and like you said, his good place is training in front of Goku where Goku can't. But I think there's one more factor to hell that would just eat Goku alive every single day, and that is him not being able to eat anymore. Goku and all Saiyan's favorite activity, eating, and that is stripped from him for eternity.
Goku can't eat, Goku can't fight. What does Goku do? What does Goku do with his time?
Because if he starts to even try to, image train, shock to the throat. Like, I mean, he can't do anything except watch his fellow friends get stronger than him, and he be pushed to the wayside in the new Dragon Ball series coming out next year. No, but
I bet Chi-Chi wish she could invent that collar while Goku was alive. She'd have had a productive stay-at-home husband out of no choice of his own. Yeah, that would have been great as well. Shock him into I said training his own kids, but teaching Gohan how to read and teaching Goten how to read, making him be the father that he should have been. But unless you have any other follow-up words on any of these ideas, I kind of do think that this is where I'm gonna cut off most of the ideas for hell for right now. We'll possibly be back with a part 2 if there are more ideas thought of in the future. Also, thinking about personally going back on other side stories that I've already done and bringing new people on to get other people's takes on either old side stories or new side stories. So you're definitely going to have to come back and be on one of those, Mark. Oh yeah, I loved it. It was good fun. This was just kind of the most wacky video I've ever made. Don't know how much sense I made, but I really enjoy making these side story videos, and I like that they're wacky, and that's why I love bringing somebody else on here. And yeah, my videos aren't anything like this. If you're curious, people, mine are kind of serious, so this was nice. I like trying to make a huge variety of content for people to be able to watch. So if you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure to leave a like on it. If you want to go check out Mark's channel, I will leave the link in the description below. Go over there, hit his sub button, and get plenty of content in the future from him. You'll also see guest appearances from his kids on that channel as well, as other great YouTubers that you've seen on this channel as well. So definitely go over there, check out some videos.
If you do want to tell us your ideas of more side stories about Hell in the comment section below, leave them down there. I'm definitely interested to see what they are. And I also want you to tell me what other side stories you just want to see from this channel, period. And if you haven't already, I definitely encourage you guys to sub to the channel. We are doing Dokkan videos. We are going to be bringing, hopefully, whenever I figure out exactly how I can do it, Fighters Z to the channel. Always coming back with side stories, and we are going back to in-depths sometime soon into the future. So definitely stay tuned for that. I want you guys to have an amazing day, and you have any last words, Mark?
No, just thanks for having me here. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it wasn't hell for you guys. Shouldn't have been. Please just enjoy the content. Keep supporting the guy. He makes awesome content, and I'll see you later, guys. Peace out.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I had an amazing time. I hope you guys had an amazing time. So we're definitely going to have to catch you guys next time.